big focus of this release is on social features. We've done some updates to our social posting destinations and a couple of odds and ends that go along with that. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the big new feature in 25.1 for SnapStream is being able to post from SnapStream to Bluesky. So we've had the ability to post to several social media destinations um, for quite some time now. Twitter, now known as X, Facebook, YouTube. We can post to Slack as well for the last couple of years. And Bluesky is an addition to our stable of social posting destinations. And it's going to work much in the same fashion as posting to those other social media destinations, particularly X. You add your account, and then you can get to posting. When you're adding an account, you're going to do that through the user settings page, which is available from the little person icon in the UI. I'll show you where that is in a moment. You can also add it as an administrator through the external accounts section of the admin page if you want to add one that's available to everybody. And then your browser is going to take you through the Bluesky OAuth flow to add SnapStream as an authorized app on your account. The reason it happens that way is that, that way we don't have to store your credentials. We never store credentials for social media sites. We always go out to that site and it'll just give us a token to post with. When you are posting, of course, I'll just take you through the elements. It's going to be very familiar to anybody who has used, particularly, again, the X integration in SnapStream. Your post text goes in this box. You can pick your destination account. You can add any number of accounts. They can be either personal to, just your login, or they can be global for your whole organization. You can select an image or a video post. Bluesky does not support GIFs, so we can't post GIFs there. You can just do images or video. And if you're doing video, you're going to set the clip endpoints to set that up. You can do a reply post if you want to. This is how some of our brand ambassadors, like Aaron and Asen, who Brennan mentioned earlier, do long threads. They will use this reply option to reply to their own post. And then you can do some basic editing up here, like print captions on the video or crop it. One thing I'll note about captions is that we do upload captions with the post automatically. If you're posting from a TV source that has closed captions, we're going to pull that out and send it automatically with the post. That works with Bluesky's caption display feature. This option is for printing captions on the video so they can't be toggled on and off. And then you can also crop the video if you want to do a vertical crop or a 4:3 or something like that. There are also some advanced options down here. Those advanced options include putting alt text. That's most useful for images. Of course, Bluesky notably recommends alt text for images for people using screen readers. You can also apply a watermark if you have that configured in SnapStream. You can apply branding, which is pre and post roll, something again that's configured in SnapStream. And you can also burn in a timestamp on the video if you want to. And then, of course, we also have our experimental AI summary option. And what that does is it's going to take the text of the closed captions from the clip markers that you set, and it's going to feed those into an LLM and just summarize what's in there. And so you can use that to just generate a summary of the clip that you can use as the text for your post if you want to. The alt text option is also available for video, but it's not really clear how to display alt text for video on Bluesky, but it's part of the spec, so that's why we included it. A few other things to note about Bluesky posting before I show you a demo. This is only going to be in the web player for right now. You can post to other social media destinations from our moments list or from the library. We've chosen to only put this in the most popular destination for now. If we find that a lot of people are asking for it to be in those other locations, we'll probably add those. As I mentioned earlier, GIF posts aren't supported by Bluesky, so at least in the API, so we don't provide the option to upload those. We also haven't added Bluesky to our social dashboard yet. That's something as well. If you want to see that, just let us know, and we'd love to consider adding it. And also, something particular to Blue Sky. Blue Sky supports something called a custom personal domain server, which allows you to take your account with you if you ever should leave the service and go to another service that supports that. We don't support adding accounts from those personal domain servers right now. Um, it, this is a little bit, you'll see some accounts that have their own domain as their posting handle. That's a little bit different. We do support some of those. If you don't understand what this is, don't worry about it. You probably don't have one. So let me take a moment to take you through a short demo of this feature. So I'm just going to jump over to our library and it'll pick, you know, let's take this recording here. Free sales event. And I'll just, you know, take something that looks interesting and I'll set my clip endpoints. And then I'll just click on the Blue Sky tab here. And we've just got one account configured right now. And, if I have more than one, I can select that. I'm just going to try the AI summary here option. Okay, so this is just a summary of what's in that story. It seems pretty clear. And then if I wanted to, I can burn in the closed captions. That's going to print those here. Like I said, we can add alt text. We can put a watermark on it. That's how that works. We can put branding. So like, if we wanted to do an outro that just has my brand on it, or I can also put the timestamp on this if I wanted to. I'm gonna skip that. And once again, I can also select a post or a clip. And I think I've got this about ready, so I'm just gonna click post here. And if you've used any of our social features, this works pretty much the same way. It's going to create that clip. It's going to send it up to Blue Sky. While we're waiting for that to post, I'm just going to show you very quickly what the account adding flow looks like. Once again, you can add a personal account by clicking up here on the person icon and going to profile settings. And if I scroll down here, here's where all of your accounts can be added. You can add, all of these plus now Blue Sky. And if I click add Blue Sky, it's just going to take me out to the Blue Sky website. See, we're now on bluesky.social. And you enter your email and enter your username or your email address, and then enter your password, and then just go through the rest of the flow. And once you're done with that, it will show up here. That again is a way to add an account that only you can post from. And then if you want to add something that is available to everybody, we'll go out to our admin page, click external accounts, and Blue Sky now appears here between Box and Dropbox in alphabetical order. And if I click here, I can add a Blue Sky account here, and that takes me through the exact same flow. You just enter your handle or your email address and your password, and it'll add it here. And you can also set up permissions for global accounts such that you can decide what groups have access to this account for posting. And you can assign that either to specific people or to groups that are set up on your SnapStream account. And it looks like this post is just about done. This one took a little bit longer than some because I added some effects to it. And that's that extra step of transcoding it. And it should be ready here in just a second. I think it's actually already up there. Let's go to. Oh, it wants me to log in. All right, let's view that post. Here it is. And you would see that in our timeline if we went to the TV clips.bsky.social account on Bluesky. And you can see it printed those captions there. And we also have that CC button
On the run, 3 suspects on the run.
that will cause those to be displayed down at the bottom there. So there's two different kinds of captions on this one because I printed the captions, and then it's also got the Bluesky captions down there. So that is how Bluesky posting works. That's really about the size of it. Um, I'll just pause here to see if there are any questions or anything about Bluesky posting. It doesn't look like there are. It seems like you guys get it. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Katie to talk about some of the other features that are in this release. Katie?
Great, Daniel. Can you go to the next slide, please? So probably one of the things you noticed when Daniel was doing his demo was all of the branding has been changed from the former Twitter bird to the X, which is now the new logo. So that's the most noticeable change that's been updated in all places in SnapStream. Another change that we're excited about is if you have a premium account, you can now post using the full 25,000 character limit that's available to you. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and let me make sure this is the correct one.
Not mine. So you can go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, it's making me give permission to share the screen. Okay, actually, I will not be able to share my screen because I did not know that I needed to give my computer permission before I started this webinar. So
Okay,
I will just, yeah, you can just show how, yeah. So imagine if I was giving you a live demo that I have posted 25,000 characters into the post. You would be able to see that you have this much, much larger circle here. Oh, Daniel's going to actually show you live, even better, so you don't have to imagine. All right, so you just go and create your clip as usual.
Yeah, which one is it? Is it
Dev SnapStream.
yes?
That's our
So
premium account.
let me just
I had a nice lorem ipsum generator that I was using for my.
I like this option
Oh, even better.
because it turns out that this entire poem actually fits within the character limit.
Perfect.
You can see that I pasted that entire epic poem and it's only about, 3/4 full or so. So
Paste it
still
twice
got,
so we get to see what happens if you put too much.
yeah,
There
down
we
to that
go.
2
Yes. So if you have a premium account, you'll be able to now post things that are 25,000 characters or longer. I mean, or less, 25,000 characters or less. Some of the, in Daniel, you can go back to the slides now and advance to the next slide, please. Yeah, so the character length limit hasn't been updated yet when posting from the moments list. So if you're posting from the web player page as usual, that's where you would have your full character limit available to you. So that's what we'd recommend if you're using a premium account. Also, it's going to take 24 hours after upgrade for SnapStream to detect a premium X account. So if you need to post longer X posts immediately, you can just delete and re-add your account. It's also the same for if you upgrade from a free account to a premium account. It's going to take about 24 hours. So again, if you need that immediately, just delete and re-add your account and you'll have that longer post limit available. One thing that is now available to X Premium accounts is posting videos of up to 4 hours in length. We still currently use the old limit of 10 minutes within SnapStream because nobody's ever actually asked to post longer videos than 10 minutes. If you would like to post longer videos or your organization, it's important for your organization, let us know and we'll look into, updating the video length limit. Uh, all right, and next slide. So another thing that we've added is an AI settings page. So this is in the admin settings. And now there's a section for AI within that at the very top where you can see that little blue arrow. This gives admins a way to turn on and off all the AI features at a global level. We know there are some organizations that limit or don't allow the use of AI features at this time, so admins will be able to control what AI features are available to use on their system. All right, next slide. And if you're interested in learning what's next for AI and SnapStream, we have a lot of things coming in 2025 that we're really excited about. Some of these things are in active development, and your feedback could kind of help drive the direction that we take these features. So if you want a sneak peek of what's coming soon, if you can just drop AI in the chat, and I'll reach out to you after the webinar to set up some time for a call, because I'd really love to hear your feedback. And I know some of the people on this call I've already talked to and gotten feedback from, which was super helpful. I think Brent got some feedback from you, Ian. So thanks, guys. And anybody else that's on the call, just put AI in the chat and I'll reach out to you after the webinar to set up some time. Hope to see y'all soon. And that's it for me, Daniel.
I'll just comment on a couple of other small changes that we made in this software release. We were experiencing an issue where Facebook pages that were tied to Facebook business accounts were not showing up when you go to add a Facebook page to post to in SnapStream. That's been fixed. So at this point, you should see all of the accounts that, or all of the pages that you control as available destinations when you go to add a Facebook page. If you're still having any problems with that, just let us know. That should all be fixed at this point. We also added, this is, an item that's not social media related. We added Active Directory Federation services as a single sign-on option for customers using SAML integration. This is just an option for using your company's Active Directory authority to log into SnapStream instead of using a dedicated username and password. If you need more information about this, or if you want to talk about setting it up, contact our support department, which is just support@snapstream.com. And I think that's about it. We're really excited about this, especially the ability to post to Bluesky. It's a hot new social media destination that's really experiencing a lot of growth. And we hope that everybody will post lots of stuff to it and go mega viral. I'd like to open it up for any other questions that anybody may have, if any of them are out there. Feel free to type them in the chat.
I'll put our emails in the chat as well if anyone is shy here. For let's see, Dan. Oh, is there any indication that Bluesky will allow videos longer than 1 minute?
That's a great question. We have not been privy to any of the decision making around that at Bluesky. I think most likely what you'll probably see is that the reason that social media platforms limit stuff like this is because it's costly to host video. So as the platform continues to grow and they get access to more capital, that's when you may see them expand this, but we don't have the inside track on any of their decision making around this, unfortunately. But maybe I'll ask them and see if they'll tell us, because it'd be cool to be able to support that right off the bat.
So if a user tries to post a Bluesky clip over 1 minute in SnapStream, when you're pressing post, it'll just give you an error message right there in SnapStream, right, Daniel?
Well, it actually won't let you click post. I'll show you what it looks like, because that's actually a great thing to call out. Let me delete my epic poetry from the posting window here. So if I go over to Bluesky and
more on this investigation.
so that's just over 1 minute in length. So you can see that it's in red here. Post is kind of like, grayed out, and it says can't post longer than 1 minute. So it gives you pretty clear feedback that that's what the problem is if you try to post something that's a little bit too long. And I can just, There we go. Now that was even a little bit too long. I'll just go back to the original. And all right, that's a little bit too long. And now if I go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 15 frames, there we go. Now I'm under the limit. Boom.
If anyone on your team is having issues posting, check that length first.
Yeah.
Ian, is the generate AI summary on clips available to you? For your specific server, we can double check.
This should be available to any of our cloud customers, assuming that your admin hasn't turned it off. If you are using an on-premise system, it won't be available. This is a cloud-only feature. So, if you're using SnapStream in the cloud, then yes, you should have access to it. And if you don't see it, just let us know.